Look at how many rolls are around her neck or her waist. A woman who has let herself go is a woman who doesn't know her role. You say the same thing about a man who doesn't know his role. He's sitting there 30 years old working in Subway.
Really needs to settle his guys down.
The man was 30 years old working at Subway, and he's not even, if a man's sitting at Subway at 30 years old, and he's not the manager or trying to own a franchise, if he's on bread, because you know how Subway is, there's somebody on bread, there's somebody on meat, and there's somebody on vegetables, and there's somebody on cash register. I wish you would be a dude to do this on bread. Talk about you on a dime piece. But see, a lot of you ladies out here, you on bread. Damn it. You on bread, trying to talk about you deserve it. I might as well get a hot body and you gonna live one bread. No.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now.
You can't be on meat.
These the new power rankings. They
vegetables.
tell a great story. Taking a look
You
at
need to
Seattle,
at
they're
least
gaining
be
on
on
some of the
cash
teams
register.
above them, trying
Because
hard to
cash
crack
register
into
is who
that
I
top
get to talk
five.
to. I ain't talking to the
Well,
rest of y'all.
seeing where this
Cash
home
register get the
team
money.
is right now,
They see the credit card.
they're rolling, and we expect
You on
that.
bread.
Lots of
You
talent.
a goddamn
The
security
chemistry
risk.
is there,
They can't even
and
trust you
so
with the
is
cash
the
register.
unrivaled production.
And you want to be on Mr. High Value's arm.
And
Please.
we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Davis missing.
I've said it before and I
right
said it
from the
again.
start, Kevin, they've been pounding the
A
glass.
woman
Most of those
tells
50-50
men
balls
what
also
they think
going their
they
way.
deserve
Me,
by
the
her
best
look
of Phillips.
and her attitude. So I am
It's
sorry
not
to
going to go
inform
for
you
him. Davis
that
with some
most
nice D.
men don't need to talk to you to understand what you already
Outside
think of.
Fox. And it's
Because a
Davis
woman
with
who
the
is
jam.
unmarried and
And
childless,
really with
who
the
has allowed herself
off-the-charts
to get all
explosiveness,
tattooed up,
Davis just punishes
overweight,
opponents on those
out of
alley-oops.
shape,
And becoming more
loud,
of a playmaker.
vulgar,
Whereas I think
raucous,
that's where Adams
vulgar,
made the most in
whatever,
terms of
is
improvement
basically telling
last
men
season.
this
The
is
numbers
the
would
highest
back
you
that
get.
up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The
And I
Thunder
need you
actually
ladies to
ran their
understand
offense
there is
through him a
nothing
little
that
bit
you
more
can do
often,
to
and the
change
team
that.
shared the ball
Because
more as a
you-
whole. For Brad Stevens, he
What
said
you think of
OKC was
men
one of his favorite teams to watch last
comes
season,
through in the
and there
end.
were many people who felt the same way.
So you can
Here
go
is
all
Doc.
these community classes,
Seattle able to drain the three.
think just by
And he gets
putting on
the
some
friendly
heels
spin
and
and
putting
that
your
one
cankles.
drops.
Well, the
think you can learn
versatility
how to
he
walk,
possesses makes
cross
him
your
a
legs
very
and
tough
think-
cover,
and
guys.
get a fan and start
Here's
drinking tea
Seattle,
with your pinky up.
trailing by 2.
That ain't gonna change a damn thing. You
DiVincenzo
still
passes to
back your
Fox.
car in at Chick-fil-A. When you were at home,
Baseline try,
you
and
still
it's Seattle with
drink
another.
beer
And
out of
the
the,
experience
you
that
still drink
Fox
beer.
is garnering,
Period.
this is a
You don't
guy
even put beer in a
who is
glass.
used
You
to
drink
having
beer out
hands
the
in his
can.
face, but it doesn't seem to affect him in the slightest.
You don't even get import beer.
And it's Fox with the ball for
Kind of
Seattle.
men you want
They
are
get it
different
back.
levels. They're different
And
breeds.
Davis gets it to go.
And you
Davis
have
has
to
got
be
6.
an asset
Second
to them
chance points
and make him
always
look
hurt.
good
Just
around
not
his
enough
colleagues.
effort to block
And you
out.
need to
No
understand
doubt
that
those
the women
extra
of the other
possessions can
men,
really add up against you when you
his
do
friends,
not take
their
care of the
wives, they're gonna be
defensive
looking at you to
glass.
see whether or not you.
Here is Doc.
They're gonna
Passes to
invite
me.
you over to the mother's
That one's
Wednesday
in his first
coffee
bucket of the
meet.
game. He's 1 for 2.
And there's a pattern
You
starting to
realize,
take
ladies,
shape
I'm
here.
trying to
They're
save you a lot of
working
personal
inside
embarrassment.
and getting good shots from
Because
close
when
range.
if you were a woman like Blair
Seattle with the
Underwood,
ball.
and let's use the set it off thing, with Blair Underwood and Jada Pinkett. Imagine if Blair
Outside
would, imagine if
Fox.
she just got the fantasy.
That's
Or
tipped.
Richard Gere
Second
and
chance shot.
Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman. Imagine if they'd have got the fantasy.
Here's the
Could you
break.
imagine Julia Roberts' character trying to sit
Very
at the local
pretty alley-oop
Dallas
layup.
League
No
or the Junior League
hesitation
or whatever
at
you
all
like.
on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to
Because
the
women
hoop,
are very
and
nasty. They find
bang,
out where
lobs
you
it
from,
right
who
up
your
there
people,
for him to
blah, blah,
finish.
blah.
And he was ready for it when he elevated
Jada
and
Pinkett
made
sit
the
up there with all
catch.
these AKAs.
Now,
and
here's
Deltas.
Fox.
They'll be like,
He has
oh,
6.
okay, you from where? Crenshaw. Okay.
Dishes to Adams. Stolen away.
Is it the-
Here's lights out.
Really?
Little with the rebound.
So, is that in Beverly Hills or is it in the Hollywood Hills? Oh, last name is
Outside,
Jenkins.
Fox.
Is that of the Beverly
Here's
Hills?
Davis.
Jenkins? Oh, you're from the Queen.
This is the wing chip.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like
tell
he's
you, ladies,
rushing,
you
like
don't
he's
want those
forcing
kind of
some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Come up to the
Here's
office.
Phillips.
Hello,
And a
Attorney
miss
Blair.
there on the triple.
Yeah, but the defense was determined
Keisha
not to
keeps
give him
calling.
an inch of free space.
Tell him in the meeting. I tried so that she won't stop calling.
Now here's
Okay.
DiVincenzo.
Well, just send her the voicemail.
Guarded close.
I would.
It's deflected.
You know that one time you asked me to send her some
And here's
flowers
the
or
break.
whatever?
Here's Nahara. Rips
She
down
has
the
my
breakaway
personal cell
slam.
phone.
Well, when you're in
So,
transition,
every time I
the
send her,
pass
she
should
just
leave
calls me
the
on my
break, and
personal
that's
cell phone.
exactly
Yeah, you
what
know
was
y'all
done
act.
in
Y'all don't,
easy
there's no
two.
chill.
Seattle
Y'all
calls
think you can
timeout.
use them
Well,
same
I felt
average
like they
ass
were
tactics
never on the
that you
same
did.
page
And that
defensively
won't work
in that one. Gave
because
up way
you
too
don't
many
understand the
easy
kind of man
shots.
you want. You
To shoot that high a percentage, that is going to get
with your JJ. If that's all it took to get him and keep him, you should have him as your husband. These men require more, not less. So I'm trying to give you ladies an idea of what these men think of as less. And I'm trying to give you an idea of a way to actually rate where you are. But inevitably, I know that most of you ladies are going to still be kind of confused and think that and whether you're confused or not, many of you are going to think there is something you can do to change it. Well, let's ask this question, shall we? I want you ladies, and I want you ladies, I'm going to open the call line in just a second, but guys, and gentlemen, it never ceases to amaze me the average woman's ability to deny observable reality and facts. Never ceases to amaze me. So here's something I'm going to show you guys. Yesterday on Instagram, I put up here, how old is too old to still be dating? Look at Granny, good grandma. Granny got, look at mama on them. Mama got, she all up on Tinder. She all up on the Bumbles. She's on Plenty of Fish. Oh my God, the jokes for Plenty of Fish. The fish, the 60-year-old fish. Stop waffling. Shout out to Replicant. How old is too old? Never stop dating. When and if you find the one, continue to date them. Whatever. Ladies, my mom got remarried at 75. No age. I'm just like, and see, here's the thing. Ladies, at what age, at what point do some of you decide to throw in the towel? And I know there are a lot of women out here like, what do you mean throw in the towel? Yeah. See, before you give up, you should have at least gotten real. But for many of you, you didn't get real until it was too late. And at what age? Because let's just think about it. Let's just imagine that you are, I don't know, you're a 5. You're a woman who's a 5, like the bus driver or the truck driver or any other women I've talked to over the years. I don't want to just focus on other, but any woman, you're a 5 or a 6, and you've gotten into
a different look for Seattle.
your late
Robert
30s,
Williams is checked
and you
in
every
for
bit of
Steven
200
Adams,
plus
and Kevin
pounds.
Porter subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Seattle trails by 4. Fox
It's
dishes
too
to
old
Davis.
to still be talking about you want to have kids.
Outside Porter. And there's
You need
the
to give
feed
that
to
up.
Davis.
It's too old. It's done.
The
Too
shot,
old.
no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the
You ladies got to
scoreboard,
ask
they
yourself,
absolutely
at what
need his
age is
productivity.
was stuff start getting
And
taken off
Lee
the table?
gets it to go.
Kids,
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed
high value
with their
men,
offensive execution.
whatever. The older you get, the less you get.
Fox passes to
The
Williams.
more you want, the more you got to be.
Back to
So we're
Fox.
going to open the call lines.
Good.
More
Nice
or
assist
less.
for Williams.
Ladies, more
Fox has
or
got 9
less.
points.
Wow, how about the start
I'm
to
going to
this
also
game,
say this
taking
before I open the call
excellent
lines.
shots, capitalizing
Make
on
sure you still
everything
subscribe to this
defense is
channel.
giving him.
YouTube is doing some crazy things right now.
He's gonna put that
And what they'll
one
do from
in his
time to
rack.
time
Insane dunk.
And now
is
they're
YouTube
starting
will
to
actually
rub it in. Build up
unsubscribe
the
people
lead, and
platform
here we
wide.
go, baby. It is
So if you haven't
showtime.
been here in a couple of weeks
Seattle
or whatever,
trails
you
by 5.
want to make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. Number one. Number two, turn your notifications to
Hand
all.
hit from in close.
That's not the
More
type of
or
opportunity
less,
he fails to
ladies.
convert
More
very
or
often.
less.
Little with the rebound.
The more you
Just
want,
not there from
the
a rhythm
more you have to
standpoint
be.
right now. It's really eluding him.
What kind of man can you
Outside
get
Williams,
at the man's
on the
store?
wing, Porter.
What kind of man can you get at
Outside
the
for
man's
Davis.
store? I
Some
think these
nice
are
ball
fair
movement here by
questions.
Seattle. Outside
Before
Porter.
we open the call line, nope. We're going to
Shot
need
clock
at
at
least,
5.
we have 15,000 people here. We're going to need,
shot
thank you for the
opportunity.
people with the
Williams
big
gets the
donations.
bucket.
I appreciate
They
you
are
guys.
trying to keep Williams
But
off
we're
the
going to need
boards,
folks to
and he
come
makes
in
it
with
a
some more
mission
for some
to
more
keep
10s, some more
possessions
20s.
alive.
Because, see, what happens when people put in big donations, people,
Here's
believe it or
Phillips.
not, Lou,
And
Lou,
Davis
do you
takes it
realize
back.
how many people say, well, Lou did it, so I don't have to? French toast that.
And here's Little. It's deflected.
If Lou put something there, Lou put it in. If you
Second
ain't put
chance
nothing
effort.
in ever,
Another
and you
miss
like
for
these
him. Now shooting
programs, you
1
like
for
the
4 from the
interaction,
floor.
you appreciate whether you like my tone or
Here's
not.
Phillips.
You at least appreciate the fact that
No
the
good.
conversation
Shot
is being
missing.
had
Good
because
work
here's the
defensively
reality.
by
Just like I
Fox.
talked to the young lady on
And pushing
Instagram
it
last
up.
night.
Here's Seattle.
You know what? I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it
Poked
up
away.
because it was so
And here's
important
the
last
fast break.
night.
He lobs up the
So
alley-oop
important
pass.
last night.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play.
So many, especially in the black community, so many of our women have been convinced that they should hold out for high-value men and this and that and
And
this
Seattle with the
bullshit.
ball.
And what are you
It's a
doing?
5-point game.
You're wasting your prime years
Porter passes to Fox.
because of something that you
Inside.
think is so important, and it really is
That's
not as
good
valuable
from
as you
Porter
think
on
it
the
is.
assist from Williams.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The pass to B. They get the rebound. Here is Doc. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. It doesn't go for him. Seattle goes the other way with it. Outside, Fox. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Fox has gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
You've got to be kidding.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. 1:51 left here in the first quarter. Porter passes to Fox. Williams with the ball. Down low. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got it all tied up now for Seattle.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Here's Phillips. Offline with his 3.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Fox passes to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Here's lights out. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Little. And it's Tanay. Here is Nahara. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Nahara. Shoots over Fox. Off the left rim and out.
And y'all are worried about you worried about traveling to impress who?
I'm trying, okay? Like,
Who you worried about
I'm not
traveling?
trying to impress.
Travel for what?
Well, I'm big on traveling because I'm a big history buff, so I really want to be able
Travel to the fucking library.
I do, but I want to
Read a book, man. Do you think we got the travel coming up? It's called National Geographic. Regular people don't get to travel the world.
You're right.
And this is why me are so frustrated with you guys, because you'll look at an average man and you'll nag the
No, I
shit
never
out of
thought about I never thought about it like that. Like, we need to populate more of us, you know.
The world, a community can rise no higher than the moral position of its woman. And our women want everything. And you're average. And well, no, you need to work so we can travel to impress who?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, but I'm not traveling to impress people. It's more.
I am a knowledge person. I get all that, but what is most important?
No, what's most important is bettering our community. And
It's family.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Gotta.
Where are your people from? If your people are from the South, go to New Orleans and you will see people who live in the ancestral home that has been there since antebellum South.
yeah, that's where my family's from, New Orleans.
Well then,
Passed a little, shoots the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
You're right.
Fox has got
one's
5
never broken
assists
it
and
down to me, so, like
I know because we've been pushed into this hyper-consuming culture.
yeah.
the game.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, he's shown terrific
You know, the kind of
control
stuff
of
you're
the
talking
pace
about.
and the rhythm
When I was
of
coming
this
up,
offense.
everybody did
And I
expect
think
that
they
we
count
would
on him
do
for that.
something.
He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Phillips. Williams with the
Many people
block.
in my mother's
A
generation
main
like,
staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. It's good from long range. He's got 5 now. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Seattle, setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever, and we'll be right back after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. We've got P. Doc is out there with Baller. Then it's me, and it's Phillips in at the 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Jerome passes to Hutchison. Here's Jerome. Outside, Davis. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I said we are the generational wealth. We are the generational
Kevin,
wealth.
thanks very much.
Is what I said.
Well, Steven
More on
Adams
this
could
later.
be the league's
But
most
the
physical
problem we
presence.
have is so many people
All-star Jimmy
in this.
Butler said that he is
We
just
have,
so
we
strong.
have fostered this
Butler says he
appetite for
hit me
women
with a screen,
who
and I thought
average-looking
my
women
life was over.
who
Adams
think
said
that
his
just
screen
because they
doesn't
can see it, they should
flop
get
it.
it.
The refs are like,
And I
"Get
said,
up."
man, you're an
Guys,
average
he
woman.
has a sense of humor about it.
You got a
Maybe
liberal
that's a
arts degree.
counterbalance to his
And she
great
came in talking about, oh,
physical
I don't
gifts.
want no high value
You're
man. I
right,
don't need
DA.
all that. I just
He
need
is
a good
strong. Thanks for that report.
I was hopeful. Again, I had to go down the path.
Here
And
in the
guess what?
second quarter
She
with
still
a
ends
little
up
over a
talking
minute
about
gone.
she wants 3 kids. And she wants to live in Northern Virginia. And the houses in Northern Virginia are around $500,000 for the size house she's
Here is
talking
Williams.
about. And then when you get to the numbers, because you
This
ladies
is it to
are
Jerome.
single women, you know you got
6 to shoot.
Macy's money in your checking account. You know your single ass
Porter.
has Sephora
Barely
and
from 15 feet out.
JCPenney's money in
Porter's
your
got
checking
6
account.
points.
Getting
looking back
married
at what was
does
a stellar
not promote
career,
you to
Greg,
Neiman
if there
Marcus
was
and
one
Tom
thing you
Ford.
could have done different,
You still
do
get
you
Macy's.
have anything on your mind?
And you've been told
You know,
that if
I
a
would
man
have loved to have
cannot
had the
take you from
opportunity to finish
J.C.
my
Penney's
career in
and
New
Macy's
York.
to Tom Ford,
That
Saks
was
Avenue,
a special
Neiman
place, a
Marcus, and
special
better,
time.
that he's not
Unfortunately,
worth
that
anything.
didn't
And
transpire,
that's why
but
we're losing our
that's the
generational
one
wealth,
thing
because we
that
don't
stands
have
out.
women
That and
marrying
obviously not
men,
winning a championship.
making
I
families.
can understand both of them.
Instead, we got
Yes.
the bullshit we see today.
All alone.
Women getting up on
That
social
one a
media
tad
talking
off
about,
onto
I'm
the
pregnant.
right, but drops in
Where's
for
your
it.
husband? God
We're
gonna
now
send
about
him.
2 minutes into the second
And
quarter.
then here comes another wrecked ass
That's
family
good, and the Seattle
with
lead is cut
women
down to just 2
congratulating
points on
women.
the bucket
Women,
from Phillips.
stop
Well, it doesn't
celebrating
get much easier
baby
than that.
mamas.
Even a decent shooter is
Women,
going to make that
stop
with no
celebrating
pressure.
baby mamas. When a woman puts up the sheets,
Jerome passes to Williams.
expecting, ask her when she's expecting to be married.
Now the pass
A
to
woman puts
Hutchison.
it on Instagram, I'm expecting, what's your husband's name?
Teardrop shot.
If she posts a picture
They
talking
get it
about she's
back.
expecting
That's
and
out
her
of bounds.
husband ain't in it
Seattle
with her,
retain possession.
downvoted.
Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
Y'all need to start clowning this shit. Only community that celebrates baby mamaism. And all it does is perpetuate one more generation of broken families. And y'all talk about generational wealth and all these other fucking terms that mean nothing without a man. This is why I laugh. More or less. You want more
Here's
and you're
Davis.
less.
And he
Well,
drops
if you're
in the layup
less,
off the
get
glass.
less.
11 points in the game.
And work
And
together to
defensively,
become
they're
more.
on their heels every time
But you've
the
been
ball
told
comes
that you could be
inside.
average, and just because what
Scott, the pass
you
to
have
Ball.
of the JJ, you can also demand the high value.
He's again. Scott, good.
And if not, what ends up happening? You wait till it's too late. You wait until it's too late, like most women. You wait until it's too
Outside
late
Porter.
because
Pass to
I'm too
Jerome.
young. I don't want to get married in my 20s. I need my 20s for myself. And you what? You
Here's
look up, you're
Hutchison.
30 years old. You run headlong into the wall
Right
with your
out of the
peers.
air and controls
You
it.
start looking around, and people look in your skill sets. You
It's
don't
good.
need a
This game is
You ain't
all
got a
even.
cookbook. You
Ball
look
has got
around
four
and
this
you
quarter.
Big Shirley.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing
Then
drives
you looking
the
around, it's like,
offense.
well,
And
and then in the
Seattle with the
background
ball.
is. So you know what comes next. You
Here's
guys know
Jerome.
what comes next, right? What comes next?
Pass to Williams.
Anybody want to tell me
Over
what
to the
comes
wing.
next? Oh my God, where's my sound?
Here's
Tick
Hutchison,
tock,
defended by
tock,
Scott.
Tick tock. Then they start getting all,
Hutchison
they start
shot
getting
is
all
up.
nervous and start. What am I
And here
gonna
they
do?
come.
I need to
Ball
find a
from
man.
long
I can't
range.
find a husband.
And it's Seattle
Right.
with the
It ain't no
rebound.
man's fault.
Williams has
It
got
ain't
his
our, it
fourth
ain't our
rebound
fault.
with that last one
Clock
here
is,
tonight.
the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. And then what do you start hearing in the
Closing in on 4
background?
minutes played here in the second
Well,
quarter.
here's where it
Loose.
comes. You know what starts next? Well, here's what I'll do.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And that lob came
That's
from
the first step.
away,
They
and
start
it was
looking
right
around.
on the
They
money.
take that
about
little
a
bit of money they
long-distance
made
connection.
and they go
Seattle
freeze their
calls
eggs.
timeout.
Then they start doing that when it ain't working.
the tide
The
here.
alarm
Yeah,
hits.
this is why you can't lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
The alarm hits, and they go freeze the eggs, and the thing you know, all the hey big head. They start going back to the Rolodex or they go back to the text message, the boyfriend's past, trying to revive old ass relationships because they can't go out on the market and get nothing new. So they got to go back and try to get a previous driver. Hey, you ate at our restaurant last year. Why don't you come back? If I wanted to come back, me, I'd have been back. So when the hey big head don't work, they start freezing eggs. Next thing you know, this is when all of a sudden this happens. They were frozen eggs. They're over 30. They got the college degree. They got their job.
I'm a PhD.
Then what ends up happening? Here he comes. Mr. Serial Impregnator. Mr. Dude that's loose with his seed. And all of a sudden, you in your mid-30s and end up pregnant before you have a husband because somebody is
Adams, he's
reckless
checked in
enough
for
to go
Robert
ahead and
Williams.
shoot the club up.
Diallo comes in for Anthony
So you ain't got to
Davis.
use one of
And
them
it's
frozen
Dante
eggs. You just got to do it. You got
DiVincenzo in
kids
for
from
Kevin
everybody
Porter.
else. So you can be a single mom with a,
Pass to Adams.
so you don't have to die alone. Yeah, I know you.
It's blocked.
The game has been very
Then you be the
close in a
first
lot
one
of
posting on
areas, but
Instagram.
rebounding
The
has
Lord
been
done blessed me. I'm
one
36
differentiator
years
thus
old and expecting my first child.
Seattle trails
What?
by 5.
Well, you said we need to build up families and need to
Now, here's
reproduce.
DiVincenzo.
No, I said you need to
Hutchison
husband
passes to Biyombo.
and do all that. See, out of
Got a
order.
hand on it.
If you would get your attitude straight
go,
first and
one-on-one.
get what needs to be done
Shoots.
first, you can have the baby
Nice spin
and the
on the left
husband
rim
and,
and in.
be an asset
That's
to
now
the
8
community.
points for Doc.
Ladies, are you an
Nice
asset to our
play, and you
I'm
can
just
see
asking.
they're gathering
Are the way
momentum.
most single
You
women
want to
today
continue to
acting
build
like
on
they're
this
asset
lead.
to the
Right now,
community?
still a little
I don't
too
care about your
close
job.
for comfort.
Are you making
trip
babies
down,
without a
becoming
man?
more
Are you making
important.
babies without a
And you need to
husband?
string
Are you
some
making
successful
another generation
offensive
of
possessions
friendships,
together
families,
and
wreck
play
homes?
tough defense.
But I don't
It's
think
out of
women who are an
bounds.
asset to
Seattle
their
retained
communities are
possession.
moving with individual boss chicks and entrepreneurs, hot girls. Women who are assets to their communities are attached to a man via marriage. And they're sticking in their relationship like their vows say.
And
Better
there's
for
the
worse,
pass to
richer for
Hutchison.
poor, sickness and health, to death do you part. Not until you're
the
bored, not
middle.
till it don't work, not till,
Well-timed
you know,
pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for
all
the layup.
all the bullshit.
Biyombo's got his first basket of the night.
Breaking their
This guy is
vows, they
very
end up going to
solid
take
close to the
their
rim.
kids to go
Biyombo
raise
knows
their
when to be
kids,
assertive
and they want
on
to
the
have a
interior.
conversation with their
You know,
kids.
discussing Biyombo,
I'm a Christian, but I'm going to tell you why I divorced your daddy. Because I just couldn't handle it, but I'm a Christian. But I'm going to wreck this family, I'm going to break my vow, but I'm a Christian, and I'm going to wear Christianity up here with all these tattoos and shit all over. Come on, man. More or less. And if you don't think these men see this, they see it and they're saying, all right, well, if I'm going to be, they're going to look for a wife. They're going to look for somebody to build with. What kind
Now,
of straw
here's
are you to
DiVincenzo.
make bricks?
He's guarded close and
Are
lays
you
it up off the
straw
glass.
worthy of
DiVincenzo's
brick
got
making?
5 now.
That's what I'm asking. Only Zoom call today.
Here's ABC.
A lot. So, ladies, if you have any
Scott.
questions, you have anything you want to say about it, put up this
Hutchison
week.
with the
Ladies
rebound.
only. Your time to call in.
Seattle
Because
trails by 5.
a lot of women are to the point to where
Recording in progress.
you
It's
think
blocked.
that we've
It's
heard
out
for
of
the longest that
bounds.
men
Seattle retain
don't
possession.
want to get married, don't want relationships. No, my position is most women don't want to be married. I think the reason that marriage is on the decline in the black community in particular, because black women don't want to be wives. Far too not black women. It's an absolute statement. Because we have far too many black women that value their independence over being a wife. You want a wedding, but you don't want to be a wife. You value your independence. You value your little middle income job and your ability to so-called travel
And it's Seattle with the
over
ball.
everything else. And then you
Here's
wonder
Jerome.
why another
To the
holiday
paint.
season is
Here's
here
Adams.
and you are alone with no
in the second
prospects.
And the shot
Well, you're going
goes
to be
in.
spending Thanksgiving with your
Simply
mama
stated, Steven Adams
and-
is a
and
force
Aunt
to be
Shell
reckoned with rebounding the
and
basketball.
all them
Goes
badass
up to the
kids
stripe.
and nary one and not
Here's
one
Phillips.
single, not a
The
single
rebound
solitary
by Steven Adams.
one of all you women.
Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
From baby
Seattle
boomer to
trails by
Generation
3.
X to millennial,
On the wing,
near one of you
DiVincenzo.
have a husband in there.
That's out of bounds.
Well,
Seattle
are
retain
women
possession.
Children?
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already
Is that
we're in
family?
December. They've got the #1 record in the conference.
Are women and children
because
family?
Of it, each night out, their competition is
Because
gonna
what
bring
is
it
the
right
black
at 'em.
community right now?
And of course, Seattle.
Black community,
right
black
now,
men
quite a
over
ways
here,
down below.
and then women and kids over here.
Seattle, they're a team searching for a way to
Our
take
marital
a
rate
leap
is
forward
teetering at
this season.
30%,
So far,
and that's going to take
here
a
in the
sharp
early
drop
going, that
around the
lead
baby
does not
boomer
exist.
generation
Yeah, it
passes.
hasn't been all bad though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're
How
not
do you
an
build
elite level team,
families
they still have
if
the
you
look
don't
of a
have
playoff
wives?
team.
Doc's gone 5
How do you
of
build
11 shooting
families if you don't
tonight
have
from the floor.
wives? So my question is, whether you like what I say or don't like what I say, my
Here's
question is to
Hutchison,
all the
defended
women,
by Scott.
right now to all the black women. If black men across the board are looking for
Hutchison
wives,
passes to Biyombo.
regardless as to
Shot
what you
clock at
think
6.
about these black women,
DiVincenzo
let's
hits
just
the
say they're
bucket.
all
That's
10 trash
fantastic
bag
shot
dusters,
making this
or
quarter
whatever
after
the
struggling a bit
latest
in the first.
catchphrase is. Let's say they're all
DiVincenzo's
horrible.
gone 3 of 5.
Let's say
shooting
they're
from the
all
floor.
horrible. Fine, they're all beneath you. You're great and wonderful, and they don't qualify.
Here's ABC.
But these men are
defended
looking
by
for wives.
DiVincenzo.
You're too
Bucket is
good for them.
6
They
points
suck.
for Ball.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
a tough first quarter for for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Is it okay for them to start getting with non-black women?
Here's Hutchison.
Because if you don't want them,
warmed up offensively,
is it
no
okay for
scoring
them
yet
to start
him.
getting with non-black women? Now,
It's tipped.
regardless of tomato, what do you ladies
Here's
want
the
from
fast
them?
break. Scott leading the way. Here's the three. Drops in the tray.
Uh-oh. Here comes the onslaught right
They
there.
settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
My preference is that I've already said my preference.
Seattle trails by 8.
But
Here's Jerome.
is he good enough for you? What kind of man is good enough for you? Come on, get
To
on the camera.
inside. Adams. Count.
All right, you about to get bounced. One of the common complaints you tend to hear from women is, I wasn't taught that, I didn't know that. Granted, you weren't taught, you didn't know. So what? So what? You weren't taught, you did not know. Are you moving in life like it matters? Here we go. Because I'll tell you, one of the things you hear more often than not is, we want to be, black women will say they want to be with men. And going into the rest of the year, my position is this. Gentlemen, if you are in the top 20% of men, you got your stuff together, you got a clean bill of health, and you're ready to be on the market, you need to you need to pick the first woman. You need to pick the woman that you want, that wants you. You need to pick the woman that you want, that wants you. Because you cannot build a community. You can't build anything. There is a cap on a lot of this stuff. There's a cap on success. I know that a lot of people don't agree, but that you can't dispute the numbers. Here's another question. Here's something else I've heard. Well, Kevin, I hear what you're saying, but somebody said about teaching Jessica X how to play spades. Look, man, I would rather argue over culture than over treatment. Culture. What is your culture? What is your culture? What is a culture based on? I would rather talk about, different nuances in culture, as long as it came in, in the package of respect. As long as it came in the package of respect and gender roles. Having to argue with somebody over, silly stuff, little stuff, it's not fair to her, it's not fair to you. And same thing, I'll tell black women too. Look, if you're in a place where you can't seem to find the kind of brother that you need to find, and you are equally got your stuff together, and a non-black man runs up on you, then go ahead. But see, the trick is you got to be willing to treat the black man the same way you would treat the non-black man. And that's the problem. Stephanie, your audio is not connected. Go ahead, Jamila. Hello?
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I am okay. How old are you?
I'm 50. How am I? 52?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll be 53 in December 31st. Yes.
All right, so what are we talking about? What do you got for me?
Okay, so you said more or less. I mean, fair exchange is no robbery. We do understand that, that attraction is
The bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
how you look.
Adams has got 4 this quarter.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute
however, I
best.
will say
This guy
this.
is a high
I agree
percentage
with what you're
shooter
saying.
because he understands how to use his frame.
My thing
Here's
is,
Phillips.
if a man is not
That
interested
falls.
in
Nice
league
feed that time from Ball. Docs
why
got
do they
12.
leave?
And boy, has he picked it
Impregnate.
up since
Why
the
do
start
they
of the second. His shots now
Get
starting to
themselves
fall.
tied and leave their children with these women. I've seen it.
Here's Jerome.
Hold on.
Inside. Here's Adams.
Oh, how long
His
been watching
shot
my
is
program?
good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries.
about
Shooting
40.
50%.
Many
Over
players
here,
will tell you
I
Steven
deal
Adams
strictly
is
with
the
facts, data, and
strongest
statistics
guy in the
above
NBA.
anything
Boy,
else.
tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Greg,
So
11
you
years
said
for you in the
if
NBA. You
men
had to
don't
have
want
some
to marry
favorite
these
players that
average
you
women,
played besides and with.
Why they
That's a
getting
great
pregnant?
call, and there were a ton of them.
Okay,
A
well,
few
let's
guys
first
that
start off
Gary
with
Payton,
the
I got
fact
a
that
chance to play with Gary
54%
for a year and
of
have
black
known
men
him.
are single
We used to
and
go at it
child.
in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant
And I guess
chatter,
it-
practice
Hold
on the
on.
court. That's what fed his
54%
confidence.
black
Charles
men
Oakley,
have no
another guy,
children.
he would run through a wall or through
30% of black
to
men
win
are
a
married.
game. And then Scottie Pippen later in
And
my
the
career,
children
just
that
a
come
winner and
out of
somebody
that
who I
marriage
competed against
are
for many
exempted
years,
from
but
your
then having
statement.
the opportunity to play with up close. I got
So that
a
gives
greater
us
appreciation
54
for his skill
and
set.
30. 84. That means a full 80% of the children being made in the black community are being made by less than 20% of the youth. So my question, so to answer your question is, why are women having children with men with multiple children who aren't married? And then women like you
Adams has gone
asking,
3 of 6
why are the
shooting
women
from the field,
picking?
50% so far. Phillips, the pass to B. And there's the
You got
to
me
finish
there.
it off.
Goddamn
About
right
the
I
time
did.
Can be the difference between
got
an
me there.
assist
Because he
and
came
a
in with that
turnover.
same
Nice
old talking
delivery.
points. That men are leaving with babies everywhere. And you should be ashamed.
Well, no, not.
And
Ma'am,
so far,
54,
will bring it up
54%
for
of black
Seattle.
men are childless. So
Trailing
again,
here
why
by
are these men doing it? What men are doing what?
Passed a little.
No, I wasn't making an emphasis to that. Maybe
Fires the three.
Now,
Seattle
here's
with
an
a fresh
accusation.
shot
You said if these
Adams' shot
average
is
men,
good.
How about the perseverance there, the
then
extra
why are they
effort
leaving
on
them
that
with babies?
offensive glass?
That is an accusation. that
Adams has
men
gone
are
4 of 7 in field goal
black
attempts
men are
tonight.
having sex with black women
57%.
and leaving them with babies, and they're average. That's not
Here is
supported
Doc.
by the facts.
12 points for him. Pulled the shot a
And I
little
guess
up, but the bounce
can I
goes his
say
way.
this?
Doc's
I
got
was
14
piggybacking
points.
off a couple
Wow,
things you said in
unconscious
some of your.
has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Fox goes in, and it's
Where
Fox
you
with the
said that,
jam.
And
women
he gives
who are
up
raised in
pounds to a
black
lot of guys defending him, but
they're doing
that
it
has
alone.
never
And
kept
the
Fox
boys
from
are
being
not getting
in
the-
attack
the
mode.
mentorship from the men that they need.
Here's
because
lights
the
out.
kind of men that we-
Here's
right
Phillips,
now, which I think
and the
that
layup falls.
is an asset.
10
That's
points
to
for
me
him.
as well.
And
What
Kevin,
you
they
said,
dialed
I've
up their
learned from
activity this
myself.
quarter. We're seeing
That
them convert a lot of
having
those second
these
chance
women
opportunities.
and leaving these children with these women, particularly male children.
No one's
they-
leaving.
Now, here's
no
Fox.
one. No man. No
Cheat
man.
right
No
on
man.
him.
Please. No one's leaving children.
Looking to get it going.
You don't think it because when you
Are they
talk about
starting out
single-
married? Are
Adams
these women
brings the
starting
double
out
team.
married?
Passes it to B.
No, they're not.
Fox
Then
with
I
the
don't want to have
steal.
any more conversation. They're choosing.
feel engaged
Hold on,
in
man.
this
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Yes.
Uncovered.
Yes. You're
No
old enough
good.
to
He's
remember
missed half
where the
of his
world
14
was.
field goal attempts.
He's cooled down.
Then, damn it, we're not supposed. Are you supposed? Hold on, man. Then you know that if a woman has a child today with 33 forms of birth control,
The finish and
with all-
transition,
with
nice
single-
and easy.
it's not like it was when we were coming up. If a
Seattle
child is
trails
born
by
today, it's
10.
because a woman chose to bring it to term. So the better question is, why
There's
are
1:38
these women
left here in the
who
second.
share your reflection choosing to be
Adams.
single
And that one
mothers?
is back iron.
Choosing to
Boy,
be
what a
unwed?
job
No,
defensively.
man.
You
It's a
couldn't play
choice
that
to
any
be
better.
a single mother because you
That one
choose
falls through.
to
It's
get
his sixth
pregnant
make from the floor
before
this game.
you're
Now
married.
6 for 10.
Well, I Absolutely.
And we have
love
all
way
the
this guy
statistics.
has controlled
We have all the
pace
statistics,
tonight. They've been able
all the
to play
data,
the style
all of
they
the
want.
predictive information of the outcome from children raised
DiVincenzo
single
kicks
parent
to Little.
households. So my question to you is, why are these same women you're talking about
Gets that
choosing
one
to
to
be
drop.
single
That's his
mothers
third
and
field goal
put
in 8
their
tries.
family in that
And Kevin, they
pos-
started
that
the game
likely
shooting it
future?
so well. I'm surprised they haven't
I'm
continued.
going to. I'm
They've
being
gotta get
transparent because
back
this is what
to
I'm
their
trying to
strength.
say. In essence, we're taking advantage of you guys, and if
Outside, Fox.
men or boys are not taught that this is the type of manipulation
In the
and
corner,
games
it's
that women
DiVincenzo.
play on them, this will constantly happen, and you'll have
You're
young
taking
boys
advantage of
being raised
who, man? But who are you taking
4 on the
advantage
clock.
of?
To the left
of
wing. With
men
the
who
shot.
are not aware of a woman's
Rebounded by Naharov.
Ma'am, hold on. What? Okay, man. We've already.
Naharov's
Okay,
got his sixth
I'm
rebound
talking
on the
about
night.
the
Plus
80% of
eight in the
children.
rebound differential.
Women are
One
taking
more
advantage of
reason
what sector
why
of
they're in
men?
control.
And the dunk by
Okay,
Biombo.
all right.
Well,
Average
showing
men.
off that
No, no,
athleticism
ma'am. No, ma'am.
is
No, ma'am.
Matt
No, ma'am. They're
Biombo.
not
That's an
average.
easy one.
They're not average.
Biombo's gone 2 of 4 from the
Man,
field.
the man, 100% of men,
Here is
54%
Doc.
single.
Guarded by Fox.
Women aren't taking advantage
Good.
of single and child.
18
So
points
that's
for
5 out of 10,
Yeah, they've gone
almost
away
6,
from the
almost
triple
5.5 out of
as they
10
look to
that women
protect
cannot take
this
advantage
lead.
of with
Gotta
childbirth,
be some-
right? Right? That's not if you put it that
On
way. That's
deep.
how it is. If you can't give
Seattle
a man,
grabs the miss.
no, ma'am.
Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
I do logic.
Pulls up.
54% of men are
buries
single
that
and
one,
childless.
drilling the rim
So
on the
by
way down.
that
Fox has
fact,
got
they
18
cannot
points
be
in the
taken
game.
advantage
I
of
tell you
when
what,
it comes
Fox
to
shooting now
having
and
children.
You
True or
gotta
false?
respect also his decision making.
Okay, so
really
we
get a
moved
good
54
feel
out of
for
100
how the D is
away.
playing.
And
There's
so we wrap up
46
the
left.
first half.
30
They
of
lead
those
by
men
8.
are
And
married.
we'll be back right
They
after
can't be
halftime for the
taken
start of the
advantage
third
of
quarter.
because their children
We'll
are
see you
coming
in a
from a
bit.
marriage. True or false? So there's only so that
And now,
that's
the
54
2K
and
Sports
that
halftime
30%
show.
is 84.
Hey everybody,
That's
good
over
to see you back here on our
80%.
halftime show.
So there's
Well, actually, we can't
16
see you,
left.
but you can see us, but you get
And the
Ernie Johnson,
16
Kenny
left
Jet
are
Smith,
producing
Shaquille O'Neal.
80%
You're
of the
watching
children.
The NBA
So
on
what
2K
you're
Sports.
saying is black women are taking advantage
look at
of
this
16%
home
of
squad.
men who
And
are
big
loose
fella,
with
let's
their
get your
feet
thoughts
and
on
making
the home team.
the lion's
Well,
share
Kenny
of
should
children in
appreciate
black
this. I
America.
love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive.
Well, then I think the problem ain't
Anytime
men.
you get 5 players working
No,
together
I never
like
said
that,
it was the
instead of
men.
Well,
one guy
but
doing it all,
why pick
it's
the
always
why
gonna be a
pick why
boost.
pick that
That's the
60%?
primary reason
They
they're in
can,
control of
and
the
you
game.
and why are they
How about
picking
you,
them?
Kenny?
Because they
What
will
did you
allow
think
them,
about the
they will
visiting
allow
team?
themselves to just have babies
Well,
all
look,
over.
they turn the ball over.
And if you did something
You
very
can't do
simple,
that in the NBA. Teams
how
are
many of
just too
those
talented. You
16%
can't give them
if
that
you
many
made
possessions.
marriage a
Don't
requirement?
give
would
away
they
the
still
entire
reproduce?
game just by giving up an extra few possessions here.
If
and
you
there.
had to be
These guys
if you
need to come
had
with
to be
more
married before you
precision
could
in
produce
the
a
second
child,
half.
then women still be.
And that's a wrap.
So
With the
I
third
guess the point
quarter
I want to kind of
approaching, we
get
now
into,
send you
man,
back
is
to
the
Kevin
problem is
and the
not with the
crew.
men. The problem is black men are leaving kids everywhere. Women are choosing to have kids with a minority of black men. And there's a case that can be made that that's not the best majority. Are those 16%?
And if you're just
Are they the
joining us in
Rhodes
this one,
Scholars and
first
movers
half
and
is in the
shakers
books.
and
1 half to go.
leaders of
Doc
industry?
has been sensational.
No.
That first
Can I
half,
say
he
something
was
a little
hot
unintelligent,
knife.
but
The
trying to make a
defense
point
was
here?
butter, sliced right through
Future
them.
fan is
His
correct here.
penetration
However,
was a
say
real
for instance,
problem
a
for
woman
them.
is
And
trying
then,
to
of
get a
course, the
high-value
monster
man, and I'm going
finishes
to
at the
athletics,
cup.
'cause my spoke might be very
We're going to athletics.
And for those of you just
Yes,
tuning in,
athletics
thanks for
and
being
high-
with
the
us.
guys in
The
the
second half of this game
big
still to
income
play.
leagues. A lot of women, NFL too as well. They go with
On
those.
the floor
they-
for Seattle.
we-
First off, I need to be clear. I need to be clear. I need to be
Then
clear.
there's
I don't
Dante
consider those guys.
DiVincenzo. Then it's De'Aaron
Oh,
Fox.
okay.
And it's
So we're not
Little and it's small
classifying the
forward.
high-
Well, not automatically.
Line.
Not automatically.
You
My
can't get
value
it to
is
go.
more than just money.
And here we go. Ball going up
From a
court.
woman's perspective,
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass.
Good.
and then
Wow.
the women are having babies. These guys are having babies by multiple women, and it's becoming like a
Seattle
financial,
trails by 10.
financial hustle. Financial hustle.
So,
And they're pushing it up.
So it goes back to
Phillips.
no, man, it doesn't, man. No, it doesn't,
And
man.
Adams sends it back.
This this is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams
Thank you. So
challenging
why are we
the
talking
defense
about
we talk about
defensively.
Why are we
Nicely
talking about
done.
that?
And that one's good by Davis.
That's
Well,
not, I mean,
more
that's
and
not,
more
that's
you
not the
see big
majority of the
men
men.
working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
In this situation,
every team, Greg,
ma'am, in
needs
this,
that one
you asked
enforcer,
the
that
initially
one guy
started with our
gonna get
community
under
and
opponent's
asked
skin.
why these
Well,
children are
in
being
one
left
poll of coaches
fathers.
and players, Adams
Because
was
women
voted
are
the
choosing to
second
make
dirtiest player
to marry
in the
before
league.
they
Like I
carry,
said,
and
he's
they're
real physical,
choosing
but
to
maybe he
reproduce
crosses
with
the line.
men that they
Throws
would
the
not
sneaky
marry.
elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams
What do we
usually
do
escapes
if
foul trouble.
80% of our children are being selected or being made by mothers who
And here's
teach us?
Fox. He'll bring it up for Seattle.
At that point, I was confident it's going to be responsibility on the side of the male.
And we're about a minute and a half
About
here
his
into
team
the second
to
half.
say, hey, if I'm
Kept
going to
alive.
play,
He
I'm
kicks
going
it
to
to
not
Little.
leave that. Age become the
Man, no, it's no,
Yeah,
no.
just a solid
Look,
job
you
on
keep
the
trying to make it.
backboard. They
No,
are really
I'll tell you why not.
the inside.
80% of children.
And
Okay,
that's
listen.
13 points for the magician.
Not
80%
everyone
of
has the
children
green
being
light
made
to
by
take that three in
16% of the
transition,
men.
but he does, especially with the
That's
defense
not
already
right.
set up
Stop, man.
protecting the paint.
They can only marry one woman.
Offside Fox. That one goes
I
in.
understand that.
I think it's fair
So
to
how
say
much
that
you can't
Fox
put that much
is in the
responsibility on
zone
60%
right now. An
no, man.
exciting
Responsibility-
player to watch. I just love
responsibility
seeing
comes
how
back
he
to
can
them.
take over a
They're
game
choosing to
with
pick
his
men
aggressiveness.
that aren't their
the
husbands.
Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Ask this question from a man's perspective, though. And I know we're talking about
Seattle trails
50% of the
by 12.
population, and we're talking about 85, 84.
I'm talking about what matters. Yeah.
DiVincenzo passes to
I
Fox.
got you. Why
Now,
is it
Little.
that the men wouldn't worry about who has their speed and raising their child?
A pass to
And
What are you
Fox.
talking about? The men wouldn't.
Five on
Which
the
men?
clock.
The 16% you
Now
making
here's
most of the kids?
DiVincenzo. From deep three-point
Can we
range.
talk
That
about that
shot
for a
no
second?
good.
I mean, that
I don't.
matters.
Okay.
Nahara.
What do
And
you
some very
ask?
quick points for him
Why
on that
guys
possession.
who are okay?
Nahara
Man,
has got 5 points in the
listen.
quarter.
How can it
Stop.
go?
No, man, because that's ultimately.
That's his killer
Man.
instinct. Just
You have any
fanning
children?
the plane.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay
Are your
attention to
children
the
by one
score.
name?
You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
You know women who have
Seattle
children
calls
by multiple.
timeout. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on
and
a
I see
super
that-
Do you
team. of
know
sorts.
this?
Compare that to
Excuse
the
me.
super
Do
teams
you think these
they're
women?
forming
Do
now
you
in the
think
NBA?
these women?
Oh, we've always had super teams.
You know
but
women who
in
have children
this
by
misnomer
multiple
that
men.
this
You
is
chose
something
all
that's
your
just
kids
come
by
about
one
with
man.
this era
This was a
is,
choice.
to me,
Man.
absurd.
Cannot
You've
hope-
always had it.
If a man is
difference
reckless with his
nowadays is I
seed,
think
do
the
you not
players
think
have
women
more
know that
say
this
in
man
where
will?
they go.
Do you not
And they
realize
can
that there are women out
orchestrate
there
how
who
a
just
team
want
is
babies,
constructed,
who don't
but
want to be married?
It's always existed, and the
feel the
reality
social
is this: you become
Well,
a
then, damn
super
it, then
team
how
when
you gonna
win a
stop
lot.
that?
Sure.
You stop, and you know
that's
how you
what
fix
really
this?
dictates
Stop
how
parenting.
super your
Let them go
team
make a
is.
baby and then stop giving them any kind of aid. You decide to go make babies with a man who's a serial impregnated. You live on what you can live on. But how does that affect them? The bigger question is, why are women making babies out of men who are, like I said, there's only 16% of men responsible for the lion's share of kids. Even if that 16% of men
Seattle
became born
trails
again
by
Christians
14.
and married their baby mama, they can't marry them all.
Here's Jerome.
In Memphis,
were duped at-
Memphis, what would you have? 3
Hutchison
men who had
passes to
87
Davis.
children? Do you not think
Solid
those
play in the
women
low
maybe-
block, and that one's good.
Well, do you
Davis
not?
has got
And those
16.
women knew about each
Boy,
other.
when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him,
So
especially
what
with
is the
a smaller
responsibility
defender.
with the man?
The pass to ABC.
You know what, Kevin? I wish there were more men that say the stuff that you say.
And he
because
finishes
I will
nice
tell you, I
on the
was
way.
raised with a dad in
How
the
many
household.
times have we seen a
Definitely,
possession like
me
that
and
from
my
them
sister
today?
and my brother
Ending
and
with
the
a
kids in the
basket
family.
coming off a
But
pretty
this
pass.
open conversation, I never had this. I wish I'd have had
Here's
it.
Jerome.
I'm gonna
Man,
give
what
my
do you mean? What do you mean more men would say what I
Pass
say?
to Davis.
54% of our men are no man.
Tell the truth.
No man, hold on, man. No,
A little
man.
under 2.5
That's
minutes
why I
off the
push
clock
it.
now. Here in the third.
No man, stop.
Here's Phillips. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got
can't
4
be
this
doing
quarter.
That's their third
You act like
straight
I'm the
make
first person that's
off
been
an
saying
assist.
this. If 54% of black men are single and childless, these conversations have been
Jerome.
happening my entire life. The problem ain't the conversation. problem is y'all ain't listening. Doing what the hell you want to do.
Outside, Davis.
And then coming back and
Some nice
playing
ball movement here by
innocent.
Seattle.
I didn't know.
Good.
Well,
I
they've
didn't
been
know.
better than good
Yeah,
on the
you
glass
knew.
today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between
You have to
these two
unmute yourself,
teams
but you were
in
over
that
talking.
area.
Seattle trails by 16.
No, because I told you were over talking me, and that
It's
won't
in
work.
there. Davis
But
with
man,
the
we're about the
assist.
same age.
Davis has got
These
4
conversations
assists
have
in
been
the
going
game.
as long as I've been on the planet, men have been having these conversations. The problem is not
Phillips,
the conversation.
started by
The
Davis.
problem is, the reality is,
Ahara, the
our
pass
women
to Scott.
did what the hell they wanted.
Releases.
They did what they wanted to
And
do.
he wills that one
Talking
in.
to me.
Sinking
Now
right
the
through
chickens
off the
have come
back
home to roost. They saw,
gotten 3
I
of
don't
his 4
need no
shots to fall.
man, I'm
Hitting
strong,
75%.
independent, blah, blah, blah.
Let's go now to the
And
sideline
now,
and catch
at
up with
40
David
plus
Aldridge.
years old,
Hey, Kevin, we know that for
The dynamics
years
have
the
changed.
NBA has thought about a postseason
You
play-in
ain't never
tournament
go along with it.
and
I'm not
more
gonna
teams
do
and
that.
fans involved.
That's what I had.
Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated
so-
its implementation.
men
The
have,
NBA,
like
the
it
disruption
like it or
of
not, men
business
have had
as
to
usual
suffer this shit.
enabled innovation and
Brittany, go ahead and unmute
risk-taking.
yourself.
I don't
Hold
want
on.
to be too
Hey, Brittany, how are you?
hoity-toity, but it was Albert
on,
Einstein
Janine.
who
I'm
once
good,
said,
Kevin. How are
in the
you?
midst of
Good.
every
What do you got on
crisis
the top?
lies
What do we
great
talking?
opportunity. Guys, back to you.
For me,
You're right.
I
Thank
think
you,
it's
David.
pointless for
And
you
he
to
comes up
have
with the
this
deuce.
conversation with these women, because guess what? Most of
Porter's
them,
got
they're
11
in
points.
denial.
Boy,
'Cause
he's
even
been
when you-
cooking, but the
when you
teammates,
say
he's
to a woman, how can you have kids with somebody like that? You know that he had kids already. You know that he's not around for his kids. They choose
Well-
not to own it and say, well, I choose to have a kid with this person because whatever, and all of that. They're gonna say, oh, I don't need him, I don't this, I don't that.
Well,
The-
let me
the
tell you why it is.
conversation-
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it is. Let me tell you why it is valuable. Because in this country, we have had 50 years plus of denial and confusion. There's too much information. Now, you guys watch this platform. How many people aren't? And this needs to get out to a larger portion, because I'm sorry, in our community, it has been studied that we are more susceptible to programming. And you go on Instagram, and how many times on Instagram and on Facebook on a daily basis do you see women who are popular, women in the mainstream, women who are notable and have profiles, who are talking about they're having kids? Every day you got some single mother pregnant. Now,
No, like,
tell me on the given day where you see as many or even one woman saying, I'm getting married.
it's rare. It's very rare. Very, very rare.
So we have to keep drilling this home that even though we don't like hearing about it because we're getting exhausted from hearing the same story. It's like, this is exhausting. Well, that's why I get it. Not everybody wants to do this, but there's been so much that has gone on. We gotta have the conversation, because you gotta understand what's being programmed elsewhere. It's just one person with one YouTube channel.
I understand what you're saying.
Just
and
not
I'm
getting a
all
lot
for
of
what you're
support
saying,
from
but
them.
when you do
Porter's
certain
got nearly
women and you
everything
tell
to
them
drop
that,
for him,
listen,
shooting 5 of 6
we
from
don't
the
want to
field.
make the same mistakes that we see people making, and people
Outside,
choose to
Scott.
be with them. I don't know women who choose to
Seattle
be with
grabs
women.
the
And then you
miss.
see when I'm childless, I always say to them, how can you choose
Davis,
to
the
be a
pass
single
to
parent?
Jerome.
I curse every day. I'm not being a single mother. I do not want to be a single
Now
mother.
here's Davis.
Before I'm a
Defense
single
is
mother, I
right
prefer
there.
not to have kids. And that's just
It's
how
deflected.
I see it. I'm not
Well,
gonna do it by
Here we go,
myself.
one-on-one. Nahara, no good.
They cuss you out. Why
It's out of
did they
bounds.
cuss you
Seattle will
out?
retain
You got to get to
possession.
that point. Why did they cuss you out?
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Determined to
No,
protect the
they
lead
cur-
with
they
the
curse you.
all-out
Hold on,
effort.
hold on.
Defensively,
More
superb
than that.
anticipation on the
Curse
ball.
you out
Troy Brown's
because they
checked
have
in
had
for
50
Chandler
years
Hutchison.
of backup. You couldn't do this when I was a boy. You couldn't come to church pregnant without a husband. If you in the 60s popped up pregnant, you
Davis
had to
against
hop.
Ball.
You had to go somewhere. But
Davis
now,
with it.
not only can women
16
show up in
points for
church
him.
with 3 kids, 3 different men, they can sit in
Outside
the front
Porter,
row
6
and
on
get
the shot
happy
clock.
and flirt with the pastor.
Three-pointer.
Because we don't have
It's
enough
good. Now
people
he's
talking
shooting
about it
6 for
because
7.
it's
Listen,
exhausting.
this guy is not
But if we
the
don't
most
talk about
dangerous
it,
threat
you're
from
going
there,
to
but
continue
you
to
have
get
got
cursed
to
out because
honor
the
the shooting
backup
a
is
little bit.
overwhelming.
And here's
I
the fast
saw
break. Porter
3
leading the way.
popular women today talking about being pregnant
Brown outside.
in Instagram and Facebook and Twitter
Here's the dish to
and
Williams.
TikTok blowing up. And I'm like, where are the husbands?
Now Brown.
And in the comment section, all
Shoots
these
from
black
the
women,
line.
congratulations, girl.
One misses.
And got the nerve to talk about God and
they've been the
everything else.
stronger
I'm like,
team. A plus 10
okay.
rebound advantage tells
Cool,
you
but
all
where's the
you need to
husband?
know.
Nice fake there to create the
in
shot,
media
but it's
now,
no good.
even on Instagram,
Seattle
even
trails
on
by 12.
commercials, this is what's being portrayed
And
is
another
that
basket
black
for
women,
Seattle.
we're supposed to-
That
we're
pass
supposed
had
to
to
be
be
able to
thrown
do
not
without
only in the
men,
right
because that was
spot, but at the
Well,
right
the point
time.
is you got you
Here's
got to keep
ABC.
having the conversation.
He's got 9. And
You got to
here's
keep
the
having the
fast break.
conversation. You got to.
Here's
And
Porter.
it didn't get this way
And a
overnight.
chance
and
there
I
to
was-
cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
So
And
this
they're on the
content
break.
is not meant for people who want to.
Trying to
You
end the
might
drought.
age out of this
The
content. You may
long
get to a
distance
different point.
Shrewsbury.
That's what my Patreon.
He's got 10.
These kind of
Just giving
programs
up way
have to
too many
continue to go on
transition
because
opportunities.
I got news for you. When you first got here, you
Passes
probably
it
had
to
a
Davis.
different mindset than you did months later. Every day there's
Williams
somebody new.
scanning the
Everybody,
floor.
and then every day there's
Porter.
somebody new.
It's good.
Hold on.
Great play by Williams.
Hey,
to
what's
set
going on,
it up.
Brittany?
Williams has got
Hi.
his 4th assist
What's going
with
on?
that last
How
one
are
here
you?
tonight.
I'm well.
Intercepted.
What do you got for
I
me?
wanted to talk.
Here's
I know we were
Jerome.
talking about before we went
Brown
off
wide open.
on the
He
conversation
fired.
about
Hit
shooting
some
4%
rim on the way
and 16%.
in.
I wanted
and
to
the
talk
bucket's
about
good.
the more or less.
Unselfishness
And
can be infectious.
Um,
Terrific
there's-
teamwork.
we've had our conversations about me offering, we're wanting to offer more to get more. And I
Uh-huh.
had a few questions.
Go
In
ahead.
the dating, because we talk about being feminine and cooperative and things like that, how do you determine, or how should a woman determine, like say for example, sometimes I've been on dates and the man wants to take charge, make the order, talk to the server, order my food, and then sometimes a gentleman might like it if I order the food, or if I ask them what they want. How do you know, is it a beta male, like alpha male thing?
I
or
don't
how do
understand
you
the
gauge-
question. I don't understand the question. Make it simple.
How do you gauge that you're being feminine
One
based
thing
on
we've
how
seen from these
a
guys
man
is excellent
wants
passing.
to take charge or
No
wants
doubt
you to
about
take
it.
charge?
It's fun to
If
watch
that makes
the
sense.
way they're operating
Well,
as a team right now. They are all in sync. Haven't we seen that a
That's
few
one of the things that
times
so many
today,
women
guys?
today
I mean,
do.
their
You don't
defense
turn
has
things
got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Jerome.
Right.
When you're feminine, okay, so let's say in this situation, you say you have a man and he wants
Kicks
to
it to
take
Brown.
charge.
Pass to Davis.
Okay.
Right.
Then it proceeds as normal. Then you got a man who's sitting there and he wants
Count
you
that
to order
one.
the food.
18 points for him.
And the
Yeah,
grace
like I've
of
been in
Davis's
situations
game,
where
Then
you know,
keep
him
not
out-
many
then you
big
keep
men
him
are
out
just
there.
that fluid in
Okay.
terms of how
So
he
don't
moves.
even try to step into
And
that
for
role.
everything
No,
that Anthony
let the
Davis
stomach
does
growl,
on the
get some
floor,
drinks of
you
water.
can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level
And then in
defender.
15, 20 minutes
Guards
goes by and
multiple
they're doing
positions
things.
and turns away a number
Politely
of
excuse
shots.
yourself, go to the bathroom, hit a food, and get the fuck out.
Here's Williams.
Okay.
And the defense really
I
pressing
guess
up on him.
if
Hey,
my
that's a
thought
tough shot.
process is trying to be cooperative or
And Davis sends
Nope.
it back.
He's
Nope.
got that huge wingspan, and
Nope.
boy, does he
Have you ever
use
seen
it
a woman?
well
Have you
on
ever?
the defensive
Have you
end.
ever seen a woman
If Davis is within shouting distance
who
of the
walks
shooter,
up to a
there's
door
a good chance
and has a
you'll get a
man
hand on it.
in her
Lonzo
vicinity,
Ball
and
is
she
checked
just
in
stops
for
at the
Ball.
door?
And then for Seattle, Biombo
Oh,
checks
like
in
walks
for
up to a
Davis.
closed door?
And De'Aaron
Yeah,
Fox subbed in
like
for
going to a
Brown.
mall or something.
And Davis
you
gets a
go
lot
to a
of
mall.
blocks without
He'll walk
getting
to
in
a
foul
mall.
trouble.
You've seen that?
About a 1-to-1 ratio
Huh?
for him in his career.
I do that myself.
Incredible, and he's
I mean,
done a great job
but-
of learning how to go straight up,
Now,
playing vertical.
do you
Gets
see
spots,
women
but
who
doesn't
will
get
just
pulled out
why-
of position.
So the
Does
first time I ever
everything
saw that
you
happen
want
was a
from
woman.
defensive anchor.
She just
Fox
stood there.
against Ball.
There's a security guard. to the right of her, but her man, she stopped, and her husband was coming across the parking lot. She waited until he came and opened the door.
Who brings it up for Seattle.
Right.
Why? She can open the door
And
herself.
the pass to Jerome.
Well, I mean, how I
Ball with it. Now guarded by
Yeah,
Fox.
but what if you don't have a
Big
man
on
behind
this.
you? My point is, that woman was living in her family. And there's things that you do and you don't do just because
No
you can do
hesitation
things. It
at
does not
all
make you
in
walk out.
transition, and they have a huge margin
It doesn't.
in
It's
that
like
department.
Here's Fox. Uses
this
the
is a
glass to
larger
finish the layup.
conversation.
And the
If you're
quickness
getting men
Fox
who are,
has, boy, it's impressive, just
sending you
coasting to the
confusing
cup with
signals
ease.
like that,
Here's ball.
I would say don't
Williams
foul
with
on
the
date
block.
one.
And it's out of bounds.
Okay, if
They
you're sitting at a meal with
say
somebody,
it was last touched by Williams.
well, I guess that's kind
Both
of
teams making
hard.
some
If you
changes
sitting
here.
if you go on first date with somebody, that's fair. You got to get to meet somebody. If you're sitting across with somebody and you're not getting the vibe that they know how to take charge and just order a simple meal, and they're waiting for you to order, you start how you end. It's better to just end that situation. Because what happens with so many of you ladies is you'll try to do with this man what you want to try to do with that man, and with that man with this man, and then you mess it all up. Deal with the man. That's the point, because you try to make Frankenstein. Go back to the video. Women like monsters. I like the way this guy moves. I like the way this guy does.
146 left in the third.
Femininity is something you stay in. You don't get in and out.
And
Make
here's
it as
Little.
simple as possible. Go
He's
ahead.
got 8. Clock at 4.
Well, I don't want to. I
And
think
the
I was
wide
trying to
open
get too
shot
much
from
into because I try to
DiVincenzo.
be cooperative or get on
continues
someone's
to
program
go
like
their
you
way.
say, and it's
Pretty
just like,
much the
okay,
story
if
of
this
the
is the
game.
kind of thing that
Getting
you
on,
like.
getting on a program is
Here's
fine,
ball.
but I said it the
And
other
that's
day.
good. A nice
I was
job on the
talking to him,
glass
we
as they
have to
pick
have a
up 2
job
on the second effort.
And after really leaning on that
details
three-point shot
in the
in the
list.
first half,
And
seeming like
nothing in
they're
your
just
job
getting away
description
from it
says
here
on the first day
in the
you should
second.
do it.
More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, he had the
that
defense's
really doesn't make
attention,
any sense.
dropping 2 threes
But
in the first half. But
if
he
he
hasn't
moves that
made
way
one
that
since.
way, if he moves that way on day
Well, that's
one,
the
he's probably
catch
going to
and
show
shoot
up
ability
other
of
places
Enes
too.
Kanter. Always
And
gets
unless
himself
you want to
square.
move that way, don't start.
They've been struggling
We
here
bring
on
somebody
offense.
else.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
All right, thank you.
Fox against
Here's what
Kanter.
I'm afraid is going to be for so many of our women. Is
Outside
that
Fox. Out to the right
So-
wing. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
It's not open for guys.
DiVincenzo's got 10.
As we get into the holiday season,
Keep
ladies,
everyone involved.
more or less, here's the question.
Here's Phillips.
As a woman, as a feminine athlete, are you an asset in this season or are you a liability?
Well, Biombo's calling
Can you-
card, right? A terrific shot blocker, boy.
Because
in his
honestly,
vicinity, he's
many
sending
men,
it back.
I'm gonna just speak honestly from the hip, ladies. A lot of men are
against
just tired.
Fox.
A lot of
to
one of the
Adams.
questions I get from men more
No good there.
are
And
these
that one cut it
ladies
to single
being
digits.
serious or are they playing back?
Here's
A
Ball.
lot of guys are like, women
Here's
can't
Walker
really
with
think
the
this way.
3.
And the issue is, ladies,
Now here's Fox. And so it's the home team.
You need to
Holding
know
on
where
to an
you're
11-point
starting with
cushion as we get ready to take a
from
break.
the
They've
overall
set the tone.
image
They love their
in
tempo. They're
men's
going to be
mind
very tough
and
to
their
stop.
sport.
We'll get right back to the
Here's the
action
problem.
when we return.
so many women will feel like, well, I didn't do A, B, and C, so I should not have to do A, B, and C. That's bull. Let me tell you, when I was a young man in the 90s, I didn't do the thing
A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team
to
just moments ago.
tarnish the black male image,
Nobody holds
but
the
I
ball.
damn sure had
Not
to
even
pay
fouls
for
it
it.
in one. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass.
I damn sure had to pay for them. I had to
Specific
pay for them.
instructions from Greg Popovich.
Black
You don't have
men,
a clean
understand
look.
something.
Don't have an
How
open
many
lane,
times
move
as a
the
man,
ball.
Yeah,
50
and the
or
key
less,
is
you
fast
had to pay
decision-making, and
for
that takes
sins
great
of the father.
recognition from all 5 guys in terms of
So,
communication. That's
you're
really
going
what we
if you
call
consider yourself
chemistry.
to be a good woman, and I shouldn't have to deal with what
And as we head into
they
the
did
fourth,
it
we'll
well.
see if there's a comeback in the works.
Until you
or
get a
if it's
husband,
more of
you
the
need to
same
approach
from
the market
first
like
three
yeah, you do.
quarters. Shot is out there
I
with
don't know
Ball.
you. Hello,
Then
how are
it's
you?
P, then it's Ball,
Christian?
and it's Walker in at the 2 guard.
Hello.
Puts it up.
Hi.
How are you?
Ball with the rebound.
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Ball's got 5
How old
rebounds
are you?
tonight.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead
I guess
in
my
this game,
question
doing
is,
the dirty
So
work
what's the
down low.
consequences for like the man who
Seattle trails
go
by
ahead
10.
and, I mean, let's say they're in the top 20 or 16%.
DiVincenzo with it.
And
Here's the pass to Fox.
still do not have the
Some nice
I
ball
guess
movement
the
here by Seattle.
characteristics of a good
They get it
husband.
again.
What
Little.
consequences
And
do
it's
they
blocked.
face other
And he's
than
able to get it back.
just still being praised compared to a
Shot clock
woman
at
who
6.
has all these
Adams
qualities
outside.
and still get
Back to
treated
DiVincenzo.
unfair or poorly
And again,
by
Seattle
a
with the
man
triple.
in the top
Yeah,
20.
there's 6
I don't
What-
understand. I don't, okay,
consecutive
make
three
it simple.
balls. They're finding holes now
Make it
I guess
in
what
the
I'm
D.
trying to ask is
Ball feeling it out a bit.
Men who are in the top 20 still
And
end up
it's good,
with
2
worse than
points.
a woman
Really
they
in
got
a good
married to.
position thanks
So?
to the
And-
accuracy
or
from beyond.
Or in some cases, the
And
woman
it's
is the
Seattle with
person
the
doing
ball.
the divorce.
Man, make it simple.
Because the man,
Man. Take a breath.
Outside, Fox. In
Make
the
it
corner,
simple.
it's Little.
okay,
Off target from
what I'm
3-point range.
asking is,
Talk about hurting your
what about
team.
men
I mean,
who are in
you
the
just
top
can't
20
get
yet
anything
do
to
not
go out
have
there.
You will have to
husband
finish harder
qualities
than that
other
if
than
you
the
want to
money?
convert in traffic.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
This is one
No,
of those
what it sounds like you're
mistake
trying to
after
ask
mistake,
is
a
what about
comedy
the
of
high-value
errors.
men
Both
who
teams deciding
aren't
to
good
change it up.
either? Sounds like another way of what about is it?
Yeah, that's kind of what
And
I'm
so here's
trying
the
to
home
ask
team.
because
You're
it
22.
seems like
Point
You're
lead.
22. You're 22.
yeah,
Why are you
Yeah.
worried about? Why are you worried
Outside,
about
ball.
because I do want to
Here
get
is
married
Doc.
super
Guarded
early,
by Fox.
and I've talked to a lot of men
Pass
that
to
I feel
Ball.
like are high value,
Here is
but
Doc.
at the same
6
time,
to
I
shoot.
feel like they really do not know
Passes it to me.
how to be
Pulls it from 20.
a husband.
He hits the
They just
back
know they
iron
have
and
money,
sinks the
a
shot.
lot of money, and that's all they know, really. And I don't see the society judging them for not having the qualities man should have as a
Well, let's start off
Now,
number
But
one.
Fox.
I
Hold
see
on.
a lot of
Hold on. You're talking too much. Listen.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
First of all, a man
And it's
can be
Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox
have
has got
high
great
value,
leaping
but not be a high
ability, and
value
he
man. And
likes
guess
to
what?
get
He
up
may
off
just
the
decide to be a
ground
bachelor
there
for the rest
for
of
the
his life. He
flush.
can choose to do that.
To the middle. Here's Adams. No good with the layup.
How should he be judged?
Adams has gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. The pass to Phillips.
But in some cases, if
No, I don't want
let's
to. I don't
say-
want to hear about it in
Lets it
some
go.
cases. Man,
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
what you're basically saying
Knox got
is
20
it's not
points.
fair.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there
Yeah.
makes that an easy
So
shot.
freaking
You know, we see
what?
this all the time. You're basically, as a
the world
defender,
lives in
hoping
double
the man
standards.
misses
And the problem
rather
with
than
you
putting
ladies
in the work to get
is
over
you like the
screens.
double standards
A
that
pass to
benefit
Fox.
you and the ones that go against you, you won't change.
And here is
Well,
DiVincenzo.
too bad.
Just 5 to shoot.
A man has a longer
And
window.
they force the shot clock
And a man
violation.
can choose to,
Great
if he
team.
chooses to make himself a top earner and
Limitation,
doesn't want
he's
to
checked
get
in for
married
ball.
and wants to be a celebrity, a bachelor, Leonardo DiCaprio or Jamie Foxx this way around the world, guess what? He can.
Okay, but don't you think that's what's fueling the toxic
That'll be a 5-second call.
today? Is
No,
men
I
who
don't.
take
care
No,
of the
no,
ball.
I
That's
don't.
just his
No, I
first
don't.
turnover of the
Because
night.
most women don't even qualify for a man like that. You shouldn't have an opinion on a man like that if you ain't in his level, at his level. If you're an average
And
woman, what
Seattle
do you
with
got?
the ball.
What the nerve of you to talk
11-point
about a
game.
man like Jamie
How
Foxx
about
and
how
Leonardo
he sets his
DiCaprio?
man up
And
there,
you're an
runs him
average
right into
woman.
the screen,
He wouldn't pick you
and
even
then
if he
gets the
was
basket.
trying to get married. You don't rank for this guy.
Here
Ain't
is
none of your
Doc.
business
Guarded
what
by
those
Fox.
men do.
Guys, we had to take flight.
Just like
to
if
this
you were
game
an
tonight, but
average
here's a guy who
man
simply
talking about what
takes
Rihanna
flight
does.
and flies that
What
wheel
nerve
on
you
the
talk about
basketball.
Rihanna?
I mean, it's pretty
You ain't on her
surreal to watch
level.
a guy who can elevate
See,
to
but
that
that's the
level.
problem. Too many average ass women trying to talk about men
Pass to
who they
Davis.
don't qualify for and trying to make men up there
And they
be the
double up
reason
Davis.
why they aren't where they are. Toxic
And a
femininity
bit of
is
a battle here for the ball.
Not
The official
toxic,
signals a
man.
jump ball
This
here.
shit toxic about being a man deciding that I don't want to get married. Married ain't working, especially with the way a lot of women move these days. What women are really bringing into value to these men. Look what Dr. Dre is doing with Like something, why should these men want to do this
Here
kind of
is
stuff?
Nahara.
And at 22, more
falls.
important.
Nice feed
Why
that
is
time
all
from
this
Ball.
garbage in your head?
Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Fox with the ball for Seattle. They trail by
Don't
14.
you have more positive things
Here's
to be
Davis,
focusing on?
open and close and nails it. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
How about the awareness there from Davis?
No, see, it
Making
gives you
sure he
something
was
to talk about,
positioned
something to
nicely
blame.
for the catch and shoot.
So he said, high value
Nahara
me.
to Phillips.
Are you ready to be a wife right now?
Here is Nahara.
Yeah, I
Are
actually
you are
am,
you
but
qualified? Are you married?
Here is Doc.
No,
Okay. Are you
Like it's
qualified to be a wife right now?
I think
It's tipped.
And
Fox with
the
a
men
clear
you're dating,
path to the
you're
basket.
dating towards marriage.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Attacking in transition,
What
the
makes
most
these men high
consistent
value?
way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition
If you said you
offense. If
dated
it can
them,
end at the
what
cup,
makes
it's
these men high
exactly
value?
where you want it.
The
I'm
fadeaway.
guessing that
And me gets it to go.
And I'm not
had
really
like
sure that's the
really
time for the
stable job
fadeaway,
and,
but he
like,
sure can make it count.
a lot of money, and I guess and that's your
No, I have very specific parameters.
Seattle
I have
trails
very,
by 12.
I have very specific
but
parameters.
his character was just garbage.
Excuse me,
Davis.
What I'm
excuse me,
trying to say.
excuse me.
And no
Oh,
one
you over, what are you doing? Can you not
Shot on the
hear?
way, and it's Seattle with another.
As dangerous
When
as he
can you
is
not hear me?
inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares
can hear you.
when he's able
His
to get to the
character was
mid-range. He's very
garbage.
reliable when he steps back and takes the
Okay.
jump shot.
And pushing it up is Seattle.
I have very
Fox leading
specific
the charge.
parameters for what I
And
consider
boy,
to
he
be
gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Well, you love the awareness, the
raised with mom and dad?
decisiveness. Great job there.
And he could tell his guys starting to
is
wear
your-
down.
is your father- is your mother and father still
All
married?
time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Is your father helping you vet these men that you date?
not entirely.
No. So you pick. So basically, you're cheating.
For the most part.
That's a whole nother category. That's a whole nother issue. I'm trying to get you to understand one thing. I'm getting feminist, womanist kind of vibes, and that, equality, partnership kind of thing. Do you want to be a wife or do you want to be a partner?
I want to be a wife. I mean, I grew up in like the traditional home where my mom had a job, but still she earned a good amount of money.
Williams
but
is checked in
like,
for Seattle. Kevin Porter comes in for Dante
Submissive.
DiVincenzo.
Would you say your
Okay, let's go
attitude
down
on
to David
men
Aldridge
is
for a report
positive
from the
or negative?
sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team
My-
had some words for the team
my-
during
sorry,
the break.
what?
Your
He's
mindset,
encouraged
your
where they are
attitude,
at this point
your
in the game,
thought
but he
process
told his guys
towards
things
men.
can turn in a blink.
When it comes
What
to
we need to do is
relationships,
execute the
marriage,
rest
and
of the
dating,
way.
it's positive or
So we'll
negative.
see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
I would say it varies by like.
No, it's not varies.
Here is Nahara.
It's either on the dark
And
side or
Davis
see,
sends it back.
You came in here with a what about me? And at 22, I've always got young ladies.
Here's Phillips.
Life should be
pulls
pretty
it in.
damn happy.
And we have an intentional
You're
foul
worried
there,
about
GA.
stuff
Wish
that
I
has
could say why.
That has
It's
nothing.
pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right
So
there.
I don't think I'm too young for this.
You're too young to get married. I'm talking
Fox
about you're
feeling
worried
it
about
out a
all
bit.
high value men.
Fox is double.
You're worried about
The
the men
wide
you
open
deal
shot
with.
by
And how
Little.
you pick. If
Good
you're
and a
picking the
nice
men,
assist from Fox.
ultimately,
And
man,
it just
guess
seems
what?
that every pass they make is
We pick
leading
what we're a
to a
reflection of.
score. Just great ball movement.
Phillips, the pass to Phillips.
this
From
is why
10 feet out.
this is why I don't
and
do
Davis
this.
sends it back.
Well, what about the men thing?
And Porter,
That's
here
a
we
very
go.
telling question.
Here's
Many
Little.
times women always want to say,
Knocks
what
down
about
the three
men?
ball.
What about
His
you?
first triple of the second half. That makes
Are
3 for the
you-
game.
Are you
Little's
really
gone
ready
3
to
of
be a-
5 from the arc.
somebody's wife
60%
right now?
shooting the three ball. Doubled by Fox.
I think I
Now the
am.
pass to me. Fires from deep.
You got a cookbook?
That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
I don't need a
I'll tell you,
cookbook.
he's been much
How many
better in
kids you
the
got? How
second
many
half.
kids you
He's
got?
taking
Over 50
smarter
recipes
shots.
off
He's
my
looking
mind.
more comfortable.
Okay.
And guess
How many
what?
kids
He's
you
in a
got?
groove.
How many
And
teams do I
here's Seattle.
want?
They're on a 15-5 run here. Fox.
How are you being
Davis.
found by men who are married?
Stripped it away. One-on-one here.
There you
Loves it
go.
up.
That's why you're not finding the right kind of men. Because that's where you're not finding the right kind of men, because you're in charge of
That
it.
sequence couldn't have been executed
You're in
any
charge
better.
of it yourself.
Seattle
You
trails
too.
by
You
6.
don't know how to pick a man. You pick a man based on
Fox
things that
passes
don't
to
work. You
Davis.
don't know how to do. You're ready to be married. I was
No,
going to
here's
say, I
Williams.
know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about. Thank you. And lastly,
Outside, Fox.
I do have a question.
High,
That's one
arcing
you-
shot. They're running.
I got a serious
Pull up.
question. Ready?
And
Very
good.
serious.
Got the English that time as
If
it
you
falls.
seriously want to be a
Now
why do you
Raj
have a
got
nose?
23 points.
What's wrong with your nose ring?
Outside,
What's
Fox.
white? That's a nose ring for a woman. That's
Got it.
It
Good
doesn't
job
say
in the
white.
low
I
post.
just,
Boy, as
doesn't
we
say
reach
white.
the latter stages,
That's
he's
what's
been
wrong
in
with
a
it. It doesn't say white.
ridiculous groove.
It
They
says
simply
fun
can't get over
girl,
the hump.
good time. There's
Here is
nothing
Doc.
that Jeff Bob would say, yes, if you want to get married, go get a nose ring. That will attract marriage like. Or is it just something you like and wanted to do?
5 to shoot.
it's just something
Davis
I
with a
like
double
to
Okay,
do.
well, let me tell you something.
Missed the
Let me
Phillips.
tell you something.
This one for
It
three.
sends the wrong,
It's good.
it
That's a
sends the
basket for
wrong
him now.
signals
8
to
for
men.
15 shooting.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Sends the wrong signals to men.
Here's Fox.
And that can't be the first time you've heard it.
Launches a 3. No good that
Is
time.
it? Yes,
It's stolen by Davis.
Yeah, no.
On the wing, Porter.
Okay, well, what kind of signal you... Okay, everything
No
that
good
we
from
put
outside.
on our bodies sends some sort of signal. Do you agree?
Pulls up.
Okay, so let's start
Passes
with
it to
the obvious.
Or the 3. Good team
Your
by
head.
Williams.
What kind of signal,
And he
what
didn't
signal
punish
does that
them
send to
for the
me?
weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Down low.
Not sure. It's just, I don't know about
This
it.
is the baby
Well,
home.
Boy, if you're
but
going
do
up
you
against
think-
this
but
guy
do you
in
think
this
it's
closer
important
range, you've got to defend
know
with everything you've
if
got.
you want a
a
certain
tremendous
outcome
job
from
defensively.
the opposite sex, do you think it's important to know what signal you're sending? Because men know that if we want women, we have to send certain kind of
Seattle
signals.
calls timeout.
But you can't just do what you want to attract the
He's
kind of
just
woman
really
you
a
want. You gotta
one-man
send the right
wrecking
signal.
crew down low. And with this timeout, they've
I'm
got
gonna
to
help
make
you
some
from an image
adjustments because he's
consultancy.
been steady inside.
Image matters. Is that your natural hand?
No.
How long is your natural?
So it's like an afro, so I don't really measure very much. So I'm just
Your
gonna see
hair
if
on
I
your, is that a wig? Is it a wig or is it like extensions?
This is a wig.
That hair does not look like the hair that grows out of your head.
I suppose.
No, I suppose. Hair does not look like it. Don't do that with me. It's gonna go bad. If I was sitting here with blonde, straight hair, I would be
And
sending
now
a
let's take a
different
look at the
message.
New Balance player of the game.
I was sitting here
And the
with blue
shooting percentage,
contacts
how
on.
about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he
men
can
per- what do
be
you- how do you think men
when he's
perceive
feeling it.
black women
And as locked in as he
with
was, they were
long,
trying to feed
flowing
him
hair, and
as
we know
much
don't
as
grow out of your hair.
possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just
And the
stayed
nose.
patient.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This
You're
kind of
asking about
performance only
men.
cements
Well,
his status as a
just
fan
like men are
favorite.
responsible, you're responsible too. So if no one's told you, young
And
lady,
here is Davis.
be yourself. Because what I'm seeing is, when I see women with this long hair that I know don't go out of your head, like it or
Lee
not,
with the rebound.
it
Lights
kind of
out,
shows
Scotty's
me a
fifth
woman
rebound
who
right
doesn't
now in the
necessarily
game.
love herself.
Yeah, and
as
that's
much
been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding
because
has been
we
very
men
one-sided.
have said it
On
countless
deep.
times.
Here's
We
Reed.
don't like your
And Davis
weaves,
sends it back.
your wigs, and your extensions.
Here's Fox.
Black men have
It's
said
tipped.
that countless times.
That's out of bounds.
And
Seattle
I know
will
women
retain
have heard it,
possession.
but you continue to do it. Men don't like women with piercings and tattoos and all the other kind of stuff. That does not look like a mother or a wife. It looks like a girl you have sex with and get rid of. So you can decide to make it be whatever you want to. And you ladies can rebel and say, well, I should be able to wherever I want to, not be judged. I can say whatever you want to. But men are who you are, just like you're who you are.
Davis has got 24.
And this guy does it all. Davis is as complete an offensive player as we have in our league.
And the pass to Nahara. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, gets a
say this
finger on
again,
it, but just
too.
can't quite come up with the steal.
What a really
young black
good read
women,
on
do
his
yourself a
part,
favor.
being
Take off
disruptive
all
at the
these
defensive end
wigs
right now.
and weaves and stuff. It really makes you look. Black men don't care.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Really don't.
19 points in the
And
game.
I'm saying it as politely as possible.
From the last game has
Most
carried
black
over
men
here
think
tonight.
exceptionally
I think that's the
negative
one
about it.
thing every player is
So
searching
just sitting there
for.
looking at you with somebody else's
Consistency.
hair on
They're
their head.
giving this guy a chance
and
to
you
carry
even
the
have somebody
offense
like,
once
if I want
again.
hair like that, I'm just going to get the one
hits the bucket.
Making a huge difference from deep.
Leave the
tonight.
wigs
that was
off.
a big time shot.
And
That's
these
where the bulk of his
bull rings
offense has
in
come
y'all's
from, and they're
nose.
going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
You look like
And he
women
could
that
tell
somebody just
his
supposed to
guys
have
were
sex with
dragging
in
a
the
little
back
bit,
of the truck
calling
and
timeout,
then leave her
kinda
at
let
the
them
next
catch
stop.
their breath.
Sorry, you don't have your camera. Go ahead, man. You said. Yeah, I hear you. Just so maybe by me saying it that harshly, I hope somebody thinks, damn, I don't want to be thought of like this because it does nothing for you. Pure septum does nothing. Go ahead. How are you? Good. How old are you?
I'm 30.
All right. What do we got? What do you think?
We were talking about the fact that I think it's hard for women to admit to themselves that they're average, and to also know that there's nothing wrong with average. There's nothing.
Why is it hard to admit? Why do you think it would be hard?
I think it's hard for us to admit that, and I say us only because I'm also a woman, because we want to think that we
Williams
are
comes with a double team.
that we
Here's
are
B.
all extraordinary,
Money from the wing.
and that we all
B's got
have
4 this quarter.
some things that another woman doesn't. And if that were the case, then no one would be extraordinary if everybody was.
Right. Right.
Seattle trails by 10.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand where they.
Loads it up for Davis.
There's
And
everybody's
another assist.
That makes
There's nobody's
15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
I don't know.
The society
Phillips,
that
the
we
pass
live
to
in
B.
now,
To the
unfortunately,
paint.
pushes that narrative that everyone can be a millionaire.
The wide open look here for Fox. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here.
That doesn't
You need
mean
a
that
big
your quality
basket,
of life is
you
going to
come
be
to
any
me.
less, or that you're going to
Phillips,
be
the
unhappy.
pass to B.
But I think people need to realize that the process is what we need to
102
follow,
left in the
not
fourth.
end product. You can have a goal to be a
Pass to
millionaire,
Davis.
but let's be honest, there's not a lot of people that are going to be millionaires.
Now,
So
here's
you have to fall
DiVincenzo.
in love with the
Tight
process
defense
of
on
it,
him.
and that
And
is
Fox
directly
gets it to
related
go.
to
Yeah,
women
this offense
who
is
want a certain
rolling. They've
lifestyle.
been assertive,
There's-
but they're
it's just-
also playing
I'm
under
thinking
control.
of the amount of
I
women
think the
talk to
communication on
who would just
offense is
think that
working at
what
every
you're
level
saying
right
is
now.
the
What
worst
a
thing
run
ever.
for this group.
And it goes down
No,
2
we
points.
can have it all.
Textbook, nice pass,
And I'm like,
great catch,
We
even
don't
better finish.
even come from a culture.
Here's Fox.
We don't come from all this. But you gotta have all this stuff.
40 seconds left to play
and
here
then
in the fourth.
when you're talking
To the
about
inside. Davis.
less than
And another
$40,000
assist
a
for
year.
him.
I know they
Another
can't
possession,
afford this stuff.
another assist.
But
You
then
know, Greg, he's sharing the
think
ball
that-
well, hitting his guys in
Well,
their spots.
I hear what you're saying, and even though it makes sense,
They'll be trying to take as much time off
life,
the clock as they can.
I can beat the
Exactly.
odds
Expect to
because
see
I
longer
deserve it.
possessions from this point on.
People, this is part of the problem
And
with
they
this
commit an
participant.
intentional foul. You see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Part of the issue is when you get when you give everybody special.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's
and he
a
commits
problem.
the intentional foul.
So,
I actually
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I actually typically have girlfriends that are older than me, and it came to a point where I just realized that we just were not in sync with our mindsets, and I began to look around at my girlfriends, and you know, between doing a lot of reading and some reflection and listening to Cameron and things like that, I realized that I was going to have to make a lot of drastic changes in my life because I am single and I hope to be single in the next 2 to 3 years.
You said you had a lot of single
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
What do you mean?
Is what you're taking.
No time to waste here. Quick bucket
what kind of things you
and a
talking
foul.
about?
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Our expectations of men. I have a couple girlfriends who, if we go out and there's a gentleman who wants to talk to her, then she expects for him to pay for the entire table, and it would make me feel terrible. Or there's some other girlfriends who kind of like the thug sort of guys, and it just wasn't me. And I was trying to figure out how to separate myself from that, and also kind of move in my own space, because I'm a very soft and demure sort of woman. And so I started just beginning to see these huge glaring red flags. It was almost like the scales were removed from my eyes, and I saw that even though the girlfriends that I had had around me in the past were nice, I all of a sudden, oh, I see why you're single, and I don't want to be around that. And I don't
Hold on, Kate. Let me mute you just a second. Guys, I'm going to show you guys, in my opinion, one of the byproducts or the end goal of 8th place trophies, and everyone being a special snapper.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked
It's
to
going to be a
foul
little hard
someone different.
if you want to check this out.
The first one.
These are the majorettes. When I was in the band,
and Seattle making a change here
at all-black school, the drum major, the majorettes,
them both, and it's a 5-point game.
some of the finest women on campus. They were finer than the cheerleaders.
16 seconds left in the fourth
Flag
quarter.
girls,
Fox
cheerleaders, majorettes. And my girlfriend was a majorette and a cheerleader. So you know she was hella fine.
He's competed for every missed shot.
And
feels like he's
I want you to
more
look
basketball than
at
anyone else out there.
Arizona, this Alabama
and that increases their lead to 6.
black college. These are young, college-educated, college women at college age. These are the majorettes.
Range offline. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was up for grabs right until 30 seconds.
Look at
another when it matters most. What had to be done, and to send these.
And I want you to listen to everybody. Yeah, girl,
And
yeah.
folks. For Greg Anthony,
What?
Doris Burke, and David Alt.
What are those?
Thanks for tuning in.
What? And we cheer this stuff on. Look at all this hair. Ma'am, just like I told you, this hair all down your back. I'm like, Rasputia on Norbit was supposed to be a joke.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
So when I talk about a healthy weight, now understand, I know why women get mad at me, because it's like, what are you talking about? A dress size 4, 6? Man, this is that 16, 18 life. Have you seen one Now, this is the creme de la creme. This is what black men are going to college for and working them long hours for and sacrificing for. And you can't tell them they ain't fine. You can't tell you can't tell them nothing.